Thanks for joining us. My name's Michael. I'm one of the senior insolvency consultants here at McCambridge Duffy. I thought it would be useful to review a case that, a real life case that we've kind of concluded successfully recently. It's basically what I'll give you is the demographic, the overview of what the case actually entailed, and then kind of the resultant restructure or the outcome. That was agreed with the various different banks that were involved. So basically, it was a husband and wife with four children, both based in and around their 40s. Lived quite close to the Dublin area, and therefore the value of the property was around €380,000. It was in substantial negative equity, so close to 600,000 owed on the mortgage. They both suffered kind of significant downturns during the financial or after the financial crisis, and so it resulted in the mortgage being kind of substantially unsustainable. At the start, whenever we first engaged with them, there was substantial arrears in the property. So we, one of our pups actually, or they engaged with one of our pups, and we discussed the circumstances. They had modest income, so Mr. was a tradesman, a carpenter actually, and Mrs. was just administrator. So modest enough income, so nothing out of the ordinary in terms of that. But they had a mortgage payment of about €4,000 per month. Which was basically consuming over 100% of their household income, so they had no way of sustaining that. What we proposed to the lender was that there would be a period, an interest only period, to get them back on their feet of 2 years. In addition to that, that there would be a write down in the property of around €200,000, that the interest rate would go from 5% to 1%, and that the term would be extended out to 30 years, which was kind of reasonable given their age profiles. That resulted in a mortgage payment after the interest only period of around €1,200 per month, so much more sustainable than the 4,000 that they started with originally. Essentially, they had some other unsecured debt, so credit cards and loans and things like that, and they were tied up during the interest only period as well, and the write down on the mortgage obviously cleared after that period as well. So going forward now, once the arrangement successfully completed and implemented, they basically pay that $1,200 going forward at the 1% interest for the 30 years, and essentially that's their mortgage payment, on a sustainable footing. So very good example of how a PIA can actually affect. Obviously, if you take it from where the position that they started in with the level of mortgage that they have there to what they have now, at least it's a far more sustainable position for the family going forward and their four children. So it's one of the really good examples of what can be done, and it's a very good example in the sense that it was a combination of different tools that are available within the PIA. So there was a write down, an interest rate change, and a term extension, as well as an interest only period. So really good example, and as I said, it's just one of the practical examples or real life examples that we've successfully concluded recently. Thanks for that.